Welcome back to Sierra's. My name is Tia. I am going to do a general energy read for the Twin Flame tribe or whatever you want to say. I hate it when they're always like, oh, the collective, which we know what that is. If you don't, there's a few videos on YouTube you should watch. But let's jump right in. I always like to open with a prayer. Say, Most High God, Most High God, Most High God, our Father in heaven. We just ask that the messages that come through today are divinely orchestrated, and our Most High God only allows messages to come through as He sees fit, and to block any messages that He does not want us to hear or that we're not ready to hear, and that every message supports our spiritual growth, helps us to discern energies that we're experiencing. You know, no weapon formed in the spirit or in the physical shall prosper. I am divinely protected, as are my viewers, and highly favored. And we just thank you in advance, Lord, for the support and the spiritual work that we're doing here today. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, let's jump right in. No, I was so tired today. I did see though that YouTube finally posted one of my videos from last week when I had a really severe cold. Feeling a lot better. I'm tired though, but that's to be expected, I guess. I haven't had a cold in like 5 years. How are you guys feeling today? Can you believe we're so close to Halloween? Tomorrow is Halloween Eve, right? And I'm gearing up for finals. I'm a graduate student, for those of you who don't know. So it's been an intense week. I can't believe it's almost November. All right. So what I like to do is pull 3 cards, past, present, and future energies. I'll usually pull some clarifiers on those. But first, before I start to read, I'm going to pull an oracle to kind of get the overall energy of this read. For those of you who are new to energy work, or energy readings anyway, energy's fluid. So these readings are not going to resonate for everyone. And you'll probably want to switch the roles as you see fit. As I always say, there is some responsibility here of the viewer. When I'm talking about divine masculine and divine feminine, I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about energy. So you switch the roles as you feel, as you see fit. And I ask you to tap into your own intuition on that. Because sometimes, I've had, like, doing personal readings and stuff, like for friends and family and stuff like that, I've had people say, no, I didn't do that. I wasn't feeling like that. I wasn't doing that. They were. My person was. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You switch the roles because energy is fluid. So sometimes it can switch more than once in a reading. I'm not in control of free will, so when I am reading energy, this is only a snapshot. I think of it a little bit like probabilities for those of you who have been through any kind of higher level math. Boring, right? Probabilities. Even you thinking about and reading these energies with me can change the outcome. It definitely expands our consciousness though, right? Which is strengthening our own natural gifts. I'm that's why I always say, you know, there's no guarantee that these things, when I say I do past, present, and future, it's the most likely probability as the energy is right now. I'm not able to predict free will, and neither are you. People are funny, right? They can make snap decisions for a million reasons and do something completely different than they thought they were going to do, as can you or I. It's called a U-turn. Skirt or whatever. I wish I could make that noise they make. Oh, car. Oh, car. Oh, car. I like to split with my left hand because God gives us two hands. One for giving, one for receiving. Okay. So overall energy of the connection right now is winter. So this could mean a couple different things. Number one, it's cold as ice. It's iced over. Maybe something's going to happen in the winter time, and we're getting closer to that. I like to see what the supporting energies underneath this are. The material world is in reverse. I typically don't like to read these cards in reverse, these oracles. But in this case, it could mean, see how that's all money? Maybe financial issues are affecting this connection. Yeah, it's like unions in reverse too. So maybe it's ice cold because there's some financial struggles or issues in their material world. They're not able to come into union right now. They're not able to start a family with you right now. For some reason, you're not very inspiring right now. Yeah, maybe they just don't have a lot of inspiration right now because, I mean, when you're going through, maybe it's family problems, you know, financial problems. You're not really feeling lovey-dovey. You're kind of feeling iced over and cold, right? So you're not able to go into a union. And they're gaining some self-worth, though. Your person's gaining some self-worth or working on it right now. Yeah, they're doing some inner child work. Reinventing themselves. But they're not, this is reverse. So they're not taking any action. Ooh, ouch, because they're going through the dark night of the soul. So for those of you who don't know what this means, the dark night of the soul, it's when every single thing is falling down around you. Your world is not what you thought it was. I mean, you're not who you thought you were. Your belief systems are crumbling apart. Your support systems are crumbling apart. I mean, ouch, babe. All right, person's playing the victim. They're feeling bound. They're feeling stuck. Not returning right now, and they're mute. And you're running out of patience, and maybe they are too. The answer is yes in reverse, so maybe it's, the answer is yes, but not right now. Not following their inner guidance, and they're feeling abandoned. There's a barrier in this connection. They don't want to settle anymore. This is in reverse. They don't want to settle anymore. But they're in fear. Not ye to worry, ye lassies. This connection is subject to divine timing. So maybe that's what it means by the answer is yes in reverse. It's like yes, but not right now. Okay. pull a couple cards, a couple oracles. So that's kind of the overall energy getting us started. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I did get some likes. I did get some views, a little bit more than before. So, whoa. Thank you so much. It helps me so much. I really do think it helps me to connect with your energy. Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Refocus. And I got like a whole message. That's okay, I'll read it. Your person and you probably are going through awakening. Yeah, that's what happens. We saw the dark night of the soul. That's what happens. That's what the dark night of the soul does. It's what its purpose really is. It's an ego death. And on the other side of that is your spiritual awakening. Or your person's. Yeah. Your person's seeing the signs. You're probably seeing signs too. Oh, your person's in regret. Your person's in regret. They're probably choosing everyone and everything other than you, right? Well, don't you worry. They regret that. They're in regret. And now they're awakening and they're seeing signs. And they're like, oh, shiitake, what have I done? Gaining some understanding. You see that white light coming down from the Most High God? Showering understanding of this situation onto your person. Yeah. And they're in nostalgia, remembering, all those, lovely times of love in the past when the connection began. They're in nostalgia back. Your person was in deception, being deceived. You're misguided. Your person was misguided. Somebody might have been deceiving them. There might have been real deception here. Like maybe they were asking somebody who didn't have their best interest or yours at heart, right? So there was some deception here. Maybe your person was trying to deceive you. Sometimes this can mean that I'm just kind of getting that, like, maybe they were not being truthful or open with their own loving feelings. Maybe they were deceiving you. Hiding, see that? Hiding behind. It's probably going to be all of those things and more for all the different people watching, but there was some deception here. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they were full out lying to you, but they might have been like, how like when people first start falling in love, they kind of like puff themselves up. They might have been making themselves seem different than they were. They weren't able to, like, they couldn't show you how they really felt. They don't like to be vulnerable or something like that. But the good news is your person's awakening. They're seeing the signs. They're in regret. But they're gaining some understanding from the Most High God. You see that white light come down? And they're in loving, nostalgic feelings. Realizing maybe they were deceptive or they were deceived. They were misguided. Okay? Well, as the bottom of the deck, it's time to refocus, y'all. Everybody here needs to refocus. Okay, so the past energies influencing this connection right now is hope. There's hope. I don't know if you guys, because that light kind of glares. There we go. It's hope. Yeah. There was hope here. Yeah. So the current energies right now, what's the energies influencing your connection right now is the base chakra. So that makes sense, being the Mystic Moon Oracle cards I pulled in the beginning, where it says there was a material world in the reverse, meaning like maybe there's financial or material things going on in your person's 3D world that are affecting the connection. So yeah, so base chakra is like where we like form our security. It's like worrying about money, our safety, you know, like our survival mode, like that type of stuff. So that type of energy is what's influencing the connection right now. Most likely outcome projected into the future. Discontent and boredom. I'm always trying to get it where, there we go. Discontentment and boredom. Okay, well, let's take a closer look. How about that? Well, it did say it wasn't taking any action. So maybe, you know, that in the future, being discontent and bored might kind of be a good thing. Because that type of energy is what typically lights a fire under somebody's booty, right? That's usually when we get things started, right? Can I get a clarifier on that, please? Okay, there's a little bit of a story here. So there was hope. Somebody started coming out of their head, because it's Knight of Swords in reverse. So they were coming out of their head. There was hope. They were coming out of their head. Nine of Cups. They were, you know, free and ready to pursue. But they weren't telling the truth. They weren't being open and honest. But they're villain. They were look at that big old wand. You know what that means, and so do I. They're villain. Their passion was like, washa. Okay. And then what happened? So now we got base chakra, current energies. And then what happened? They're feeling that great big huge Ace of Wands in their hand. And then what happened? I mean, is it inner or outer, right? Oh, Daddy got stubborn. Could be dealing with an Aries. That Emperor right there. Yep, Daddy got stubborn. Look at him. Started worrying more about his safety, his security, and he closed off and got stubborn. Well, that's where he is right now anyway. Let's go a little deeper. Your daddy got stubborn. Aha. He got stubborn and he started getting sneaky. Old sneaky popping out. Seven of Swords. Sneaking around, being deceitful, not telling the truth, cheating, lying, carrying on. Oh, because he's in his survival mode, probably. And this is what he does when he goes. He goes stubborn and sneaky. Not good, you guys. Well, not good for a connection anyway. And so you start walking away. You're like, I'm out of here. Stubborn, lying ass. Waiting on your ships to come in. Mm-hmm. I would too. Okay, so yeah, he's focusing on his security and his safety, his base chakra, his money, his survival mode. He got stubborn. He went stubborn and prideful. You know, has to have everything his ways, being a perfectionist, being stubborn, unflexible, being sneaky, not telling the truth, telling lies, sneaking around. Because his strength, he wasn't feeling strong. Like, this is a front. This is a front. Because strength is in reverse here, you guys. He's focusing on his safety and his security. Being stubborn and prideful. Being deceitful, sneaking around. Because he's not feeling strong. Well, the result of that's, I already showed you, you're walking away, and that's going to end up in discontent and boredom. Sounds about right. I'm getting drawn over here to the bottom of the deck here. Temptation. So when he wasn't feeling very strong, he may have been getting tempted. Something else is trying to peek out. So he better choose wisely. You see that? A temptation. And he's got all these options. These don't have to be other people. I mean, you guys have heard this spiel. But they can be like jobs, moves, travel. But really, usually is some people, some options. This guy had options. You better choose wisely, or you're gonna end up in boredom and discontent, buddy. Yeah, because there's some sacrifice. There's gonna be, I don't know, I think maybe you might have gotten sacrificed with all these options right here. You know, because he was being stubborn, he was being sneaky and deceitful, and he wasn't strong. You might have ended up getting, maybe you feel like that, like you were like the sacrificial lamb, like you got sacrificed. Well, regardless, there has to be a sacrifice made somewhere here, because that's too many options. But there's spiritual strength getting gained here. Yeah, because we go back to the awakening. Gaining the understanding. So there's spiritual strength being gained here from this. Yeah. So this discontentment and boredom being the likely outcome here. Well, there's manifesting. The Magician. Ooh. Maybe that's you. You're manifesting, walking away from these. Or maybe your person has to walk away from something. And they're manifesting that sacrifice they need to make. It's possible. For some of you, anyway. Oh, yeah. Because your person wants to gain the 10 of Cups, which is like the ultimate happiness, The family, the home, the kids playing in the yard, the dog, yeah, I know. He wants to manifesting a way to walk away. That 8 of Cups, maybe to gain. We want the 10 of Cups with you. And they want to bring balance into this connection. Want to bring you some justice. Yeah, they're in discontent and boredom because they want the 10 of Cups. They want to bring justice and balance into this situation. Look at that. See that? I know. I'm still trying to figure out a way where you guys can see the cards and me. But I got some emails saying I'd rather see you and just hold up the cards. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that unless you guys want something else. My email address is in the description box below the video if you want to shoot me an email if you have suggestions or you want to see something different. But yeah, so the most likely outcome, the energy of the most likely outcome in this connection is your person's going to end up in boredom and discontent because they see you as their 10 of Cups and they need to bring justice and balance into this situation. Yeah, here it goes again. Bottom of the deck, the 8 of Cups. They want to walk away from what they're dealing with. And I think they got caught up in some temptation because there was too many options. And there's going to be some sacrifice involved here. And I hope it wasn't you, but if it was, your person wants to bring some justice and some balance back in. Yeah, he probably wasn't paying any attention to you at all because he had all these options, I keep saying he. It doesn't have to be he. It can be a she very easily. We're just talking about energy. We're not talking about gender. Yeah. Well, the tower's coming. I've been seeing this tower the last couple days. Tower's coming. Because when you're like this, and you're like this, and you're like this, trying to get to your 10 of Cups, and there needs to be if your person won't do this on their own, make those sacrifices, they won't get there on their own. No, because he was unawakened. The Tower, the universe, divine intervention, the Most High God will come in and do it for him. The Tower is coming. The Tower comes, and it's destructive. It's sudden change. It's shocking. It's tears everything all the way to the ground. So that we can build. I keep saying that, build back better. So we can rebuild, because this isn't somebody who feels secure. There needs to be a firm foundation here. And that's what the Tower will come to bring in. So that's what I have for you today, but I am going to pull you a couple oracle cards, try to get you a little bit of advice. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. It really does help me to connect with your personal energy. Okay, so I'm going to pull one from the Mystic Sisters Oracle today. Do you guys celebrate Halloween? You guys gonna do something fun with your kiddos? Or do you go to parties? Do you dress up? Ooh, initiation. Well, that kind of goes along with awakening, right? Yeah, there's an initiation happening here. A spiritual initiation, a psychic initiation. Which is the part of it. I mean, you guys, you know, I'm going to do a video, I promise. Doing a little explanation about, you know, it's going to be a 3-video series, and I'll probably put it in the playlist. But yeah, part of the intention I set for this channel when I opened this channel is, you know, to open up my spiritual gifts and to support others on their spiritual path, you know, developing their intuition, their psychic abilities. So an initiation, I'm going to read a little bit about that. It's probably happening for your person too. The dark night is still in the awakening, gaining the understanding. Yeah. Yeah. Rituals, ceremony, and rites. The initiate is on the threshold of a new reality. A magical ceremony is taking place that marks the beginning of a new phase. She may be unrecognizable to herself on the other side. She has reached this moment through the extensive study, and ultimate surrender. She has earned this sacred rite of passage through determined effort. Drawing this card signifies an accomplishment has been reached, and a transitional period is about to begin. Through change, though change can be uncomfortable and at times disconcerting. Here I go again. The other day I couldn't say anything either. You may find your new reality feels entirely natural. You have been a dedicated student and have now gained the skills your new endeavors require for success. Well, congratulations. All right, I'm going to pull you one oracle from Moonology, which, you know, the moon that talks to us about the cycles of nature, you know, our life cycles, the cycles of this connection, right? It's a fixed move. Hold your vision, babe. Stand your ground. You hold your vision. You're an initiate now. Whoa, you've achieved an accomplishment into a new reality. You hold your vision. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know I keep being annoying, but it really does help me to also, you know, get the videos into circulation to where other people can see them, because there may be messages out there that people need. Yes. Inspiration. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Look at how she's illuminated in the solar plexus and her crown chakra is lit up. Yeah. Well, that sounds about right. I wish you guys could see this because it looks gorgeous. So your advice is, you know, let's kind of sum it up. You know, you've achieved something. You've passed an initiation. Hold your vision. You're an inspiration. Well, I hope you got something out of the message today. We just tell the Most High God, thank you so much for all your messages, and thank you for supporting us in our spiritual work and our spiritual growth here tonight. We're so grateful. In Jesus' holy name, amen. Okay. Until next time, be blessed, my new friends.